Hey guys, so today we are going to learn about our solar system. Before we begin, spare a few seconds to click on that red subscribe button and don't forget to press that bell icon. Now let's meet our two friends Raju and Chutki. Seems like they are discussing something very serious. Hey Chutki, yesterday night when I saw the stars carefully, I noticed that they were twinkling. No, Dumbo. If you had really looked carefully, then you would have noticed that they simply glowed without any flicker, just like our moon. Talking about the stars, I also noticed that they were arranged in certain patterns. Yes, those patterns are known as constellations. Do you know any names about any kind of constellations? No, I don't know. Let's ask our friends to comment down below. Chutki, do you know that there are some kind of celestial bodies? I don't know about them. Can you tell me about them? Moreover, which is one star that never changes their position? Yes, there is one star that never changes its position. It is also known as the North Star, which is situated in the north direction and also known as the pole star. Talking about the celestial bodies, there are different types of celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot and are made up of gases, and they have their own heat and light which they emit in large amount. These celestial bodies are known as stars, and fun fact, our sun is also a star. Moreover, there are other celestial bodies that don't have their heat and light, and they are known as planets. Also, you should remember that planet comes from the Greek word planetai, meaning wanderers. So, Chutki, why don't we feel the heat and light of the stars just like our sun? Yes, good question. Because they are very far away from us, that is the reason that we don't feel the heat and light of them, and the sun is the nearest star. Moreover, you should also know that moon is our satellite. So guys, let's come back to some serious discussion. Our solar system is the part of Milky Way galaxy, and it is also known by Akash Ganga. Why? Because in ancient India it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. Now the question rises that what exactly is a galaxy? It is a huge system of billions of stars, clouds of dust and gases, and those millions of galaxies make up the universe. Do you know which is our nearest galaxy? Yes, it's Andromeda. Our solar system consists of 8 planets, satellites, and some other celestial bodies, namely the asteroids and the meteoroids. Sun is the head of our solar family, and all the planets revolve around the sun in elliptical orbits. Here, there are inner planets and the outer planets. Here the inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, which are close to the Sun and made up of rocks, while the outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune that are far away from the Sun and are made up of gases. Now, our Sun, with surface temperature of 6,000 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine it? And as we move interior of the sun, the temperature increases 20 billion degrees Celsius. Not only it provides the binding and pulling force for the entire solar, but also it is the ultimate source of heat and light. I was thinking, Raju, why does the tremendous heat of sun is not felt by us that much? It's because the sun is 150 million kilometers away and it takes about 8 minutes for the light of the sun to reach us. Can you believe it? Let's talk about our first planet, that is Mercury, which is the closest to the sun, and a year in Mercury is only of 88 days. Then comes our Venus. Venus is also known as the Earth's twin. Why exactly? Because it has close proximity in the size and mass and density. It is also known as the evening and morning star. At the third position, it's our Earth. It is the 5th largest planet and only one with life, also known as blue planet. Do you know why? Comment down the reason why Earth is called blue planet. Our fourth planet is the Mars, which has dark patches on its surface and only planet after Earth which scientists believe that have the possibility of plant life, also known as the red planet. Then comes our Jupiter. It's the largest planet of our solar system, distinguished with other planets because of its circular light and dark bands. At present, it has 67 moons and the number of moons may differ. Then comes our Saturn. Saturn is the second largest after Jupiter with 62 moons. Then comes our Uranus, with the speciality of revolving around the sun east to west, unlike other planets. Moreover, it has 27 satellites. One thing to note that Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune have rings around them. These are belts of small debris. Then comes our Neptune. It has 5 faint rings and appears as greenish star with 14 satellites. Then comes our Pluto, which is sadly not a part of our solar system. Till recently, in August 2006, it was considered to be a planet. But after International Astronomical Union made a decision to declare it to be the dwarf planet. Can you name other dwarf planets also? Now let's talk about our only satellite, that is the moon. Its diameter is 1/4 that of the earth and takes about 27 days to move around the earth and takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. That is the reason that only one side of the moon is visible to us. Now let's talk about the asteroids. These are numerous bodies moving around the sun, found in between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Scientists believe that they are the parts of a planet that have exploded years back. Then comes meteoroids. Small pieces of rocks moving around the sun. Sometimes they come near to the earth and tend to drop upon it. But fortunately, during this process, due to friction with the air, it gets heated up and burn, causing flash of light. Sometimes a meteor incompletely burnt falls on earth and creates a hollow, as you can see in the picture.